Certainly one aspect of my life that is probably the most important thing is being a mother and now a grandmother. And I just have to say how proud I am of my children who have grown up and have very interesting and impactful careers. Being a mother is the most important thing in my life. I'm Wendy Blom. I'm the Executive Director of Lowell Telemedia Center, and I've been here most recently for 5 years, although I was here in the late 90s as a staff person too. When I finished freelancing in the Boston commercial market, I applied at LTC and got my first job under the direction of the executive director, George Preston. And I had no idea that Access could make such a difference in people's lives and be so influential in the community. And I just fell in love with it. I loved Lowell. I loved the diversity of the community. I met Cambodians who I knew nothing about and got a chance to travel to Cambodia with George and a group from Lowell and did a documentary about Cambodia and healing after the war. I recognized that Access could be so important for integrating communities into the community and allowing people to communicate with each other and get to know each other through media. And I just loved that about Access. And I was here for 5 years as a community producer. After 5 years, and I went to Boston and was the outreach and education coordinator there for 2.5 years, and then I got a job as executive director in Somerville, which is also a very similar community to Lowell. It had a lot of immigrants there, a lot of Haitians. From the very first, that was my goal, was to create a welcoming community in Somerville, and that has continued to be my goal in Access, because that's our mission. In the beginning, television was the thing. It was so cool. Now television is so passé, but we still need it. And what a wonderful thing Access is, that the cable companies give every community money to have television channels. It's just an amazing thing that people in other countries don't know about. Even people in other parts of the country don't have. Well, I learned this from my first executive director, George, who always said, I hire the right people and then let them shine. And that has always been my leadership style, is to hire people who care about the job and have a vision for what they want to do with it. I can't think of another career that would fit me better than public access television. It had all of the things that I cared about and the artistic, hands-on part, and I just love it. I was just reading about happiness and what brings happiness, and it's feeling connected to people. And that's certainly important to me. Having something to do in your life that makes a difference and that you feel that you're having an impact in a positive way. And being healthy.